The document shows the official transfer in 1689 of £1,000 worth of shares in the slave-trading Royal African Company to King William III. According to the Guardian report, Buckingham Palace responded by saying the new king will cooperate with a study of the family's ancestral involvement with the transatlantic slave trade. Chairman of the Grenada National Reparations Commission, Arlie Gill, welcomes the research, stating that it will provide more details about the level of investment and the profits that the royal family derived from slavery.
We are going to, at the end of it all, see how much, again, Grenada and the rest of the Caribbean, through slavery and the transatlantic slave trade, would have contributed to the development of England. We welcome the research, and we say to the royal family that this should just be the beginning, and that hopefully in the not too distant future we are going to receive an apology from the king, and they are going to make repair through the means of reparative justice.
Last year, during a meeting of Commonwealth leaders, King Charles said, and I quote, "I cannot describe the depths of my personal sorrow at the suffering of so many, as I continue to deepen my own understanding of slavery's enduring impact." End quote. Amid a growing reckoning among Commonwealth nations, former BBC presenter Laura Trevelyan, whose wealthy aristocratic British family issued an apology last month for their ancestors' enslavement of over 1,000 Africans in Grenada, called on the king to properly confront the British royal family's connection to slavery. The 54-year-old, who pledged to donate a £100,000 research fund in August this year, retired from her job weeks after the historic apology to join the reparations movement in the Caribbean. She told the Times newspaper this week, and I quote, "We have apologized. Why can't the king? Reckoning is coming. It's important to acknowledge that Britain was a leading slave trader. Britain's economic prosperity, and particularly the Industrial Revolution, was to some degree built on wealth accumulated through slavery. Apology is the first step, which is why it's so significant that the British government and the royal family haven't apologized. Regret is expressed. I think it's necessary to go further." End quote. The probe into the royal historical links to the transatlantic slave trade began last October and is scheduled to wrap up in 2026.
We, the members of the Grenada National Reparations Committee, as well as the CARICOM Reparations Commission, we welcome the initiative by the King Charles III to cooperate with the study of the researchers in the University of Manchester. We would like for Caribbean experts to be part of that research team so that we can even strengthen the independence of that research. We also would have liked for that research to not just only be limited to the Atlantic slave trade, but also to slavery on the plantations in the Caribbean, so that we can get a holistic picture with regards to the royal family involvement in the Atlantic slave trade and slavery.
For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.